So here we are. This is Tony Campbell, Day in the Life of a Songwriter. It's February the 24th on a Wednesday. Talk a little bit about the song. What we do here, or what I do. Usually what I'll do is I'll come in here once we get the lyrics kind of going and talk about how easy it is to, once you get the number system going. So I'll give you an example of that. And you can see we got all the stuff to lay the tracks down. Let's get an old microphone. What we'll do here is we'll just kind of give you an example. The standard pattern is so if you're in the key of C, your one chord is going to be your home chord, so you'd be in C, and then of course your two chord is a minor chord, so D, so you'd be D minor. So you'd be your three chord is a minor chord, and in the key of C, it'd be E minor. So you got your four chord is a major chord. It's a substitution for your one chord. So a lot of times you'll go and so in the key of C, it's going to be F. So a lot of times you'll go. And then your five chord is a seven chord, so G, and it sounds like it wants to go back to that home chord. Your six is a minor chord too, so in the key of C, and then we have our A. Major chord, or you could play it as a minor, because that's a minor chord too. And then back to your seven and your seven. So the pattern is one and seven. The home chord and your seven are the same. So that's the chord that the song, your arrangement. The chord progression, that's the key that it's in. So if it's in C, your one and seven is going to be the same chord. So you see. So in this case it's C. So 1 and 7. That takes care of that. Now what you got to do is, and then we, our two is a minor, so it's D minor, and then our 3 with an E minor, and then our 4 chord is a substitution as F, the major chord. 5 to 7, so G7, and then our 6 chord is a minor chord too, A minor, back to C. So the pattern is 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5, 7, 6 minor, 7 major. Now what you can do is you can do chord substitutions. Like in the one chord, you can do you could start out like in a minor chord, or like if we were doing in C, instead of going to that D minor, we could actually go to like a D7. So we could go. C, this is our 1. If we go to the 4 chord, instead of going to an F, we actually go to an F sharp. Or even an F minor. But it is a minor chord, so E minor. So if you didn't want to play the E minor, you could just play an E major chord, or even an E7. So you could go, or make it a E suspended 4 chord. You could go A1, and then to your 4 chord. See that? And then you can go from your, a lot of times you go from your, so your D minor is your 2 chord, and you go your 6, E1 chord. So there's just a lot of variations of that. And then a lot of that depends on, you know, how you're, you know, because you can got your little waltzes. That's what's called a hammer on, hammer off. You got little runs. That's just a little bass walk up. That's what you call an ascending bass line. And then you got a descending bass line. You hear a lot of that in ballads and stuff. You hear a lot of the run up in bluegrass. But you can play like a rock kind of thing. You can actually tune down the you can tune the E, the low E string into D. You can tune it down into D, and you can then play like a thing like Jackson made a lot of that, and Dwight Yoakam with Fast As You, them type of songs, but there's all kinds of music that's got that little... And what you're doing is you're just muting your hand, and a lot of country stuff is getting to where they play like rock stuff, like 5 chords, and what you do, you just play you borrow the chord, and then you add that fifth note there. And it's wherever you're playing, so, you know. And then you can play an A. Back to A, back to E, back to G, A, up to the B, C, and play G there, and back to E, F. So, you know, but that's basically it, but just for simplistic, one thing I like to do a lot is, there's a lot of chords that are similar, so they go together like C, F, G. And then you got like your G, D, A kind of thing going on. Predictable or boring, that's where you have that pattern that comes in. That's got the so when you go to write your own songs, just remember to do what works for you, and just remember that everything has variations. But chord substitutions is really important, and what you're strumming. But the pattern again is 1, major, and that's the key that the song's in. Now you can modulate up, and that's a whole other thing, and then you can capo and all that stuff, and of course the chords are going to be different if you do that. But for open E tuning, for standard chord progression, the pattern is 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, a 5/7 chord, 6 minor, and a 7 your home key. So the 7 and 1 are the same. Hope that helps, and we'll see you next time. This is Day in the Life of a Songwriter, and we'll see you next time. It's Tony Campbell. Have a good day.